Hello, welcome to our KTV's coverage of Canterbury Varsity 2013. Can I get a bit of noise from everyone? Woo! And we are live, so anything can happen. If the computer crashes, it just goes.
Yeah.
We had a bit of a technical issue on Monday night. We were supposed to be going out, but it's all sorted now. We're going to be fine.
So this is officially KTV's first ever live show.
First ever live show.
Yeah. Can I get some applause?
We're going to keep the applause going for however long this show's going to be.
Another reason for applause, we've actually won Varsity now.
Yeah, we've already...
It's all over. I mean, Christchurch put up a pretty good effort, but we've won.
Yeah. Matt Harris the other day in an interview with us, we didn't get it on film, but he did say, oh, we'll have it won by Thursday. So it's Thursday, we have it won.
An accurate prediction.
An accurate prediction. Well, to start us off with our highlights, we are going to go back to Saturday to the women's and men's rugby. So this is the women in action.
Everyone, we're here at the first match of Varsity. The women's rugby has just kicked off. It's the first step of either victory or defeat for both teams, so let's see what happens.
Yes, so here we are at Canterbury Rugby Club for the first match of Varsity 2013. Both teams will be looking to win the first point for their respective universities. Christchurch applying the initial pressure here, but Kent doing well to hold them back. And a lapse in concentration there has allowed Christchurch to break, scoring the first try of the game. Perhaps not the start Kent would have wanted, but luckily the conversion was missed.
Oh, dude, it's on manual. Is it on manual? Oh, turn over. She gave that away. I don't think she meant to.
Christchurch won't finish there though, scoring another try.
We gotta go.
And this time the conversion was scored.
We got permission ages ago. Go on, number 10, go on. Go on.
Kent did fight back, however they struggled to break through the Christchurch defence. And unfortunately in the process conceded another try, bringing the score to 17-0 to Christchurch. Kent didn't give up though, they continued pushing, coming close here on the half-an-hour mark.
Come on, just charge it. Go on.
However, again, Christchurch's defence held strong.
Push it. Touch it, go with it. Again. Let's just push this. Break there, go on. Go on.
Kent's persistence eventually paid off though, as they just managed to push the ball over the line, bringing the score back to 17-5. Christchurch were perhaps thankful for the half-time whistle as Kent continued to press late into the second half. However, they couldn't quite break through, leaving the half-time score 17-5 to Christchurch. Great team try here as Kent continued to push early stages of the second half. Unfortunately missing the conversion there for the second time of the game. The game wasn't without its casualties, as both teams had to have players carried off the pitch. Christchurch weren't finished though, scoring another try here, as well as a further 5 points, bringing the overall score to 27-10.
Well, it didn't go too well for UKC women's rugby with a defeat to Christchurch of 27-10, giving the first point of Varsity to Christchurch. The men are practicing behind me, getting ready for kick-off, so let's see how they fare. As the cheerleaders have come onto the field, I can very easily say that the first half is made up of penalty after penalty after penalty. The score stands at 3 to each team. It's like an immovable object being hit by an unstoppable force. Well, only second half can tell which team's going to come on top and change the tide of Varsity.
Dangerous.
I can't see. Boys, come on, boys. Come on, boys. Oh my God. Well, it's obviously not the University of Kent's day today. After 2 defeats to Canterbury Christchurch, the score at Varsity is now 2 points in Christchurch's favour. Hopefully we can pull it up in the future. Back to the studio.
So that was the rugby guys not getting us off to a best of starts. If you want to get in touch with the studio, use the hashtag #AllForTheTeam. So if you want to tell us what you think that this tweet means.
I saw this one a little bit earlier. It says, CCCU coach hauls off the very able number 3 for attempting to set up an alley-oop off the backboard instead of sinking the layup.
If you want to get in touch with that, with us,
Let
and
us
tell us
know
what
that
you
means.
and tell us what you think that means, use the hashtag #AllForTheTeam.
Or tweet Kent_TV as well.
Yeah. In the studio, well, it's now, we have Alex.
Will and Alex. Hello, welcome.
A bit of applause for Will and Alex, please.
Hey! That's right, applaud yourselves too.
Alex is the sport editor for Inquire, and Will is one of the hosts of the sports show, the Saturday sports show
for CSR.
For CSR. What did you guys make of that match?
Well, rugby is usually sort of later on in the week for Varsity. They chose to like start off the week this time, and obviously didn't get us the greatest of starts, like going down 2 after the first 2 games.
Yeah, 2-0 down by the end of Saturday.
It's always a good Varsity game 'cause it's so physical, and so the whole animosity of Varsity really shows through rugby.
Well, there was a fight that almost kicked off, wasn't
Yeah,
there?
a bit of argy-bargy on the men's game.
I bet the crowd enjoyed that. I mean, looking at the pictures there seemed to be so many people down at the Canterbury
pretty
Rugby
good crowd,
Club.
It was good that. How far is the Canterbury Rugby Club from here?
Not far, but it's nice that both teams had a.
It's good that they made the effort to go there, because I know they were running a shuttle from here to.
Yeah, they did that for the lacrosse as well.
There we go. Nice little segue there. Here.
You're welcome.
Oh, thanks, Will. These are the men and women trying their hand at lacrosse.
So today I'm here to watch the lacrosse teams at the university's biggest sporting match of the year, Varsity. The weather is certainly much better today after yesterday's rugby match. It's much sunnier and much warmer, and let's hope that brings good luck to the UKC team. With UKC being 2 points down, do you think you can bring it up?
Oh, without a doubt. The girls will go out and whip them about 20-0, and we'll go out and hopefully open up a nice little scoreline.
I'm live pitch side. Both teams have shown exceptional teamwork and the game has been intense. UKC took the first point of the match and went on to score another 8. CCCU have been showing great saves in the goal. So the game has continued with its intensity. The game has been stopped several times by the referee because of physical contact. UKC scored another 6 goals, taking their total to 15. C4 nearly scored another goal, but it hit the post. So currently the score stands at 15-0. I'm with Laura from the women's team. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel amazing. It was a really good game. It was a valiant effort by everyone, and we just dominated Christchurch. That's fair.
Well said. I mean, you won 20-0, which is actually what I think it was Ashley said, who we interviewed earlier, said the women's team would win 20-0. Perhaps he is the new Paul the Octopus.
I think he must be. I mean, he's playing for the men's actually today, so we'll see what their score will be. But
are you going to stay and watch, or are you going to take a well-deserved rest?
Watch the boys, drink, and just party up tonight. I think that's it.
That's how it should be done.
Exactly.
Well done. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Can we get a bit of applause there for the lacrosse, women's lacrosse?
Fantastic game there. Women won by a landslide, 21-0, I believe.
That's like a correction from what they said there.
Yeah, 21-0.
You have been getting in touch with your tweets. Nat has complimented the rugby players on their bums and complimented us on the quality of the broadcast. So thanks, thank you, Nat. But with us now, we have from the men's lacrosse team,
Conor
and Max. Bit of noise for them.
Hey!
How do you think that the women's lacrosse got on?
Oh, really well. They stormed it.
Destroyed it, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No, they went hell for leather and just kept putting them away, and it was perfect.
What did they do well that the CCU team did
They can
badly?
run with the ball, mainly.
They scored.
Yeah, they scored a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a really good goalie, actually. She's really good.
Yeah.
And no, just how running with the ball, our team is just better.
Just kept the ball away from their goal as well.
Yeah.
See, Lucy and I were talking about lacrosse the other day. We don't really know much about it.
I was trying to work out the rules, and every different website I went to seemed to have a difference.
Everyone seems to.
Does it differ between like men's and women's?
There's quite a big difference between men's and women's. Yeah, men's is full contact.
Yeah, there are two types of men's as well. You've got box and field. We play field, so 10 aside for us.
Yeah.
And box is more violent. It's
so that's the one where people hit themselves with sticks more.
Not hit
other people with sticks.
It's what they box lacrosse is where like an ice hockey rink in the summer. They just put fake grass on it and they play like ice hockey, but with lacrosse sticks. So it's the same sort of aggression. Whereas field lacrosse is wider, it's more open, there's more space, there's more running.
Okay.
Just because
same amount of team members.
Smaller amount in box lacrosse, and the women's team is slightly bigger than the men's team, but I can't remember for the life of me.
Okay, so a women's game is not contact at all.
No, it's very. There's lots of rules. You can check another player's stick, but how it's done is very particular. You can only
being attack.
To tackle somebody to remove the ball from the stick. Yeah. It generally has to be interceptions with women's lacrosse as opposed to physical.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot to lacrosse.
There's quite a lot. It's quite a simple game at its core, but there's just other elements.
It's like cricket. You've got to get used to the rules.
Yeah, a little bit. And I mean, it's also because it's a bit strange. I mean, there's nothing else quite like it. It's a bit of a strange mix of different sports.
It's an old sport.
Yeah.
I was reading it's like Native
Americans. Obviously, it's not the same structure.
It was played and it was used as a replacement for war. So they'd settled tribe disputes with lacrosse games.
Yeah. Oh well, that's a bit more peaceful.
No, those the games. No, it basically was like structured war.
You said there's a first team. Do you have a second team at the moment?
Not yet.
Next term.
Hopefully next year.
So you'll be at the Freshers Fair next year.
With enough freshers, we'll hopefully be fielding a second team.
Great. So that's a bit of a round of applause for Conor and Max coming on. Thank you guys. And now this is them having a go at the CCCU team at lacrosse.
UKC women's lacrosse team scored the first point for UKC in Varsity. Let's see how the men do.
Get in!
Well, it's been an exciting first quarter, a lot of testosterone being thrown around. The current score stands at 1-1, but UKC have had more opportunity. at the beginning of the quarter, the pressure was applied by C4, but now the run of the play is with UKC. The score currently stands at 4-2. The game continues to grow with intensity as we move into the final quarter. The score currently stands at 5-4. Well, that proved to be a final quarter not to be missed, with UKC taking the lead 12-5. That takes the Varsity score 2-2. Let's see how they get on with the rest of Varsity. Good luck, guys.
Well done, guys, making the Varsity score even. That was on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we've got Max and Conor still here to have a chat with us. That seemed a little bit more, well, actually a lot more violent than the women's. I noticed you had like the helmets and stuff. The women didn't have that.
Yeah. No, you have to be wearing helmets and gloves. But there were some of our players where rib, shoulder, back, chest protection.
Yeah.
Elbow.
Yeah, elbow protection. Elbow is quite important. You end up with quite long bruises.
Yeah, I saw someone take a smack to the chin there.
Yeah, it happens. Nasty. You're meant to avoid the head, but unfortunately, sometimes it's going to happen. So it's inevitable. You're going to get a penalty at some point. But
How hard is the? Is it? Would you call it a ball?
It's like a hockey ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's like really strong rubber.
It's like hard, really hard rubber, and it goes pretty fast. And it's been hit me in the face a couple of times.
Were you wearing the helmet at the time?
No, I wasn't because
ouch.
Bruises.
I think we need a bit of a sympathy. How long ago was that?
That was last year when I was a fresher.
Oh, last year. That's fine. That's fine.
No,
you've recovered.
I wear a helmet now because that makes sense.
It looked pretty close there, though. You were saying it was 4-4
at the start. It was they pulled away at the start.
Yeah, it was was it 1-1 or 2-2 at the end of the first quarter?
Yeah, and then we had a streak late in the third quarter.
Yeah, we got into a bit of a rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah, once we got warmed up.
Obviously,
to the other team.
Christchurch just couldn't keep up with the
Yeah, they started off well. But we outstripped them. Well and truly. It's very satisfying to do.
Yeah. Well done, because you brought the Varsity score back to 2-2.
Yeah, we're very, very proud of ourselves for doing
way
that.
Up to 20.
Now, whatever
game.
it is now.
Yeah.
The silly lead we have.
Yeah.
And don't forget as well, if you want to get in touch, if you want to congratulate the lacrosse guys, or if you just want to get in touch with us in general, you can use the hashtag #AllForTheTeam or tweet us at Kent_TV.
Yeah. And next up, I believe we have an interview with Matt Harris, Sports VP.
So far it's been brilliant. Organisational wise, it's been a lot smoother, I think, than last year. Everything's run to plan, nothing's gone wrong yet. Apart from the rugby, I think, to start with, going 2-0 down, but pulled it back, so far everything's good.
And going back to the rugby, what would you say went wrong with the rugby?
I think it was, to be honest, I think it was quite even. I don't think the score lines really reflect the teams at all. I think the men's was very, very even. The men's Kent team scored the only try, and Christchurch did score penalties. I think they just gave away too many penalties. I think the women's always going to struggle because they're against the team in a high league. But you know, they had a bit of a mad 15 minutes, went 17-0 down, but you know, showed some character clawing it back. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. But
and on to Sunday sports. What are your thoughts on the lacrosse game?
I was at the lacrosse. It was, you know, the women's 20-0 kind of speaks for itself. You know, the men's got to 4-all going into the last quarter, and I was stood there thinking this could be tight. But you know, just showed sheer class. Just absolutely tore it apart in the second half. In the fourth quarter. So it was, yeah, very, very impressive display from lacrosse.
Do you have any comments on the couple of sports that have dropped from Varsity, such as fencing or?
Yeah, I mean, it's always disappointing not to have the sports that have been in for years. Fencing, you know, we have a very strong fencing team. We've got a few international players. You know, even table tennis, we've got some fantastic players. But it is always difficult trying to match up with Christchurch. We've got a bigger sporting programme in terms of clubs and volunteer groups. And they just don't have the numbers, so it gets to the point where you decide who do you put in, who don't you put in, and it's unfortunately for fencing, for example, their Christchurch club folded last year, so the fact they don't actually have a club is was the main factor.
And finally, what are your predictions for today's netball games?
I'd say win all 4. I definitely think we're going to win 3 out of 4. So we've got a very strong netball squad this year, not just the first team but all through the tiers, so I'm confident, very confident.
Okay, so thanks for Matt Harrister speaking to us there, obviously very confident that we would do well. He even predicted that we would win the netball 4-0, which we then went on to do.
Yes, we did. With us in the studio, back with us, we have Alex and Will.
Welcome back, everybody.
Alex is the sport editor for Inquirer. Will is host of the Sports Saturday. I always forget the name of the show. If you're wondering where KTV's own head of sport is, he's on boom right there. Boom. I don't know if we can get him in shot. There we go. There he is. Tom. There's Tom holding the boom. So,
guys, did either of you catch any of the netball?
Yeah, I was there for the netball for the ones game
on
Thursday.
Was it?
Good. It was good energy there. It was. I mean,
were there lots of people watching? There was a big crowd.
Good crowd. It was over at Christchurch's sports hall.
Yeah.
And
so was it mainly a Christchurch crowd then?
Yeah, mainly. But we had good support there.
Yeah.
It was one that we sort of expected to go in to win, seeing as the Premiership club of Kent. We knew that they would be strong.
Yeah.
But they ended up reflecting that in the result.
Yeah.
And especially with Kent staying in the Premiership for Bucks this year, it's definitely a strong team. But CCU had a hell of a lot of supporters there.
Yeah, I saw on Twitter there were a few kind of unsporting banners being posted.
I think I know which tweet you're talking about.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
It's a bit sad. I mean, there's a rivalry at Varsity.
Yeah, there's going to be rivalry, but you think.
But wasn't there one I saw the other day written on I think it's on the side of this very building, one that says resistance is fertile. Not futile. It says resistance is fertile. I don't know whether that's a joke or not. I don't know if that's a joke.
I don't know.
It could be irony, but I don't think it worked.
No, it didn't work in their favour, did it?
No, the problem with CCU is they've made a lot of banners this year. I've seen more CCU banners than UKC banners. So I think now that we've won, I think people can break out the banners and start celebrating.
Crack out the banners, yeah. Break out the banter, yeah.
It wasn't broken out already.
What would you say your favourites have been so far?
I covered the handball on Monday night, and
that's always a fun one to watch.
Yeah, for a sport that was in its Varsity debut, they really enjoyed it. Both Christchurch and Kent were really sort of honoured to be in Varsity, and I spoke to the president and the captain, and they said that they really enjoyed it. Not only playing but winning is obviously again. So they won 40 points to 20, and UKC were thoroughly dominant.
Victory, yeah, that's good.
Well. If you want to get in touch with us, if you want to have a word with the guys, you can use the hashtag #AllForTheTeam at Kent_TV. You can even tell us what you think of the show, just like Matt Harris did. He's been telling us, it's with great pleasure that I can say at Team Kent have retained the trophy, winning #Varsity 2013 on day 6, as we said that he predicted. Although we don't have it on film.
He's given us
definitely
a little kiss
did say it though.
Oh, we got a little kiss. Too. That's nice.
So
that's a nice
Team
touch.
Kent, yeah.
Other people have been getting in touch saying that they're enjoying watching the show. Milli, Rex, Tom, we know you're all watching. Thanks for getting in touch. Again, if you want to get in touch, use the hashtag #AllForTheTeam.
Yes, perfect. And I believe now we have got some tennis to show you.
Hi, I'm Milli. I'm here for KTV, and we're watching the men and women's tennis. As you can see, they're warming up behind us, so let's see how they get on.
So we can see the tennis going on here. This is the men's first tennis between Phil Peters and Patrick Ragg of UKC and CCCU respectively. Did any of you guys get to see the tennis?
No, I wasn't aware that. See the new building in all its glory as well.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
I was in there. It wasn't as warm as you'd expect. No, it was a really sunny day, but the building didn't reflect that.
Yesterday with the rugby and the football, the front of it with the University of Kent support was really sort of imposing over the rugby and football. So I think that sort of gave people a bit of inspiration seeing the University of Kent support up there.
Well, as we can see in the tennis here, it was pretty dominant from Kent throughout this fixture, as well as the other fixtures. We had a couple of, I think the women's thirds. It was 6-1, 6-love. This was 6-2, 6-2 as we now see. It was a clean sweep.
We've got the ladies who've got Claire Davenport for Team Kent and Amber Cheatham for Christchurch.
Great name.
Yeah, it's a good surname,
you mentioned it earlier.
Yeah,
yeah. This match was a bit closer, if I remember correctly, being there, with Claire going behind in the second set, but then coming back to win overall.
Do you know if any of them had their parents in the box, Ala and Imoni?
I don't think so.
Any shouty moments?
I don't know if we're there yet.
Well, there was a bit of a shouty moment just there.
There's some pretty good rallies from the ladies there.
Yeah, it was a good match to watch.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, I preferred. Not saying this just because I'm a bloke, but I preferred watching the men's first. Oh no, sorry, the women's first. It was just more of an entertaining match. Even I was talking to Phil, who's the men's captain, afterwards, and he said that it was one for the purists. It wasn't particularly a pleasant match to watch at times. There were quite a lot of supporters there, though. You'd be surprised. You can hear in the background there, but whenever there was any noise made. You could really hear it. Cracking serve there.
Yeah.
Was
that an ace there?
That was an ace straight down the middle.
Good work, Claire.
Well done, Claire. Claire was going to come on the show, unfortunately, due to tennis commitments, she wasn't able to, but we wish her and the rest of the team all the best. And this is the final point, seeing the reaction of the CCCU player. It's always a good moment to see them lose.
So cruel. But yeah, massive well done to both our women and our men's tennis teams. We did really well. That was on yesterday, wasn't it?
That was yesterday.
Was it yesterday? Yeah.
It all goes into a blur, if I'm honest. This whole
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Will's just informed us it was on Tuesday. But
any thoughts on the tennis?
No, like you said, the venue was amazing. The support,
Yeah.
even though it didn't look like it on the video, but very loud and very vocal. And
Yeah.
I'm sure UKC were dominant throughout and got those 2 points on the board.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, I believe now we have got some football to show. Is it the women's football?
It is the women's football.
Women's football, yeah.
Hi guys, we're here on Wednesday the 6th of March. It's a beautiful day in Oast House and we're here to see the women's football between Christchurch and UKC.
On. Oh. Go on, Ali! Oh! Go on, Ali! Oh! Yes! Come on!
Okay, so it's 1-0 to Christchurch. Although UKC have had many attempts on goal, the Christchurch keeper has done well. So back to the game.
Yes,
Hi guys, I'm just here with Torres and she plays for UKC. So we just scored just before half time. How do you think we can improve for the second half?
I mean, that goal was obviously amazing. It was absolutely just a beautiful goal right before half time. Obviously, I think in the second half what we're going to have to do is just push a bit more, trying to make sure that the through balls don't get to the other team, and just really push on the midfield, you know, and just come stronger, be more aggressive, trying to stand our ground, and that should do it. I mean, we've got it mentally, so we should be fine.
Cool. Thank you. So as you can see, the sun has gone in and Christchurch have unfortunately dominated the second half, bringing up the score to 4-1. In the last quarter, maybe Ken can make a bit of a comeback, but we'll wait and see. It's the end of the game. Kent did manage to pull one back, but unfortunately Christchurch came out on top, the final score being 4-2. So back to the studio.
So thanks to SJ for the Jess, for that report of the women's football there. What did you think, boys?
Well, I was there for it.
Yeah.
And, it was right at the top of the pitch, sort of in the way, but it was a really good game. It was a good effort from the girls. It was a keeper's
I think they deserve a round of applause, don't they, guys? Round of applause for the women. Unfortunately, didn't win, but you know.
They never got back into it after the first goal.
I think they can. The Team Kent can be let one off after the. What's the current? Do we have a graphic showing us what the score is?
It's currently 24-8.
24-8.
Okay. 23-7 last I heard. So.
20. Well, what was
The last result is women's basketball. They won 63-29.
63.
Oh, that's massive. Yeah.
Again, more domination from Team Kent.
Yeah, well done to our women's basketball team.
Well, if you want to get in touch with us, I don't think we're going to be here for much longer, but if you want to get in touch with us, you can use the hashtag #AllForTheTeam. You can get in touch with us at Kent_TV, like all of you that have been getting in touch with us.
Yeah, thanks for tweeting us.
Lots of people tweeting us. Inquire letting us know that the men's football first team is happening tomorrow at 7:45. I believe that's up here at Parkwood.
Yeah, that should be a good game actually, that one. What else was going on? We had the swimming going on as well today, which I believe we won. Did we win the swimming today?
We won swimming,
yeah.
Oh, we won it was heats.
Bit of a continuity change.
Yeah.
Sofas have changed.
Yeah.
Tom's with us.
Tom,
Tom.
KTV Sportman.
Bit of noise for Tom, guys.
Welcome, Tom. Hey.
Tom, head of sport at KTV, former boom holder.
Yeah, my arms are aching a bit actually.
You've had your weekly workout. So what are your thoughts on Varsity so far?
It's going really well so far. Obviously we've won, which kind of takes the passion out of it.
Yeah, it's going pretty well, yeah.
It would still be good to beat them a few more times.
Yeah, we're just rubbing it in now, aren't we? Yeah.
Well, as we said, we had the graphic prepared which said 23-7, and now it's at 24-8. So, so you know, it's always changing.
Just
increasing the lead.
So what have we got?
Yeah, look, we'll be able to push up to 30, I think.
Yeah,
30.
Yeah.
Oh wow! How have things been this week from your perspective, organising everything with the KTV crew?
Well, we've been very busy. We haven't unfortunately been able to get every event because some of them, you know, coincide with other things. But you know, we managed to get quite a few. Yeah. So we know we've got quite a tight schedule. We've all been really busy, so we're quite happy with how it's turned out. So
yeah, and we've got lots of new events in this year's Varsity that we didn't have last year, didn't we? We've had handball is a new one.
We've already mentioned. Yeah.
Was equestrian a new one in this year?
I think it might have been on last year. There have been a few that have been taken out this year. Christchurch unfortunately couldn't. Their fencing team was cancelled, so
they couldn't field a team for fencing.
Yeah, and I think they might have cheekily pulled out of boxing as well. I think they might have been a bit scared.
Okay, a little bit nervous.
Cheekily pulled out of boxing. What have your personal favourites been so far?
Not so much the rugby.
Not so much the rugby.
That was freezing, and then we lost as well, so that wasn't great.
It's a double whammy of bad news.
Yeah, I mean, the women's lacrosse was pretty good.
Yeah,
that's
that
nice
was just
thrashing.
Massive, victory. That was pretty good.
Yeah, what else was good?
You're just trying to remember because we won so much.
Women's football was actually really nice because it was the first day it was like really sunny. We were just
was that yesterday?
It was Wednesday, yeah. So we were just sunbathing behind the camera, so that was
good to see KTV's head of sport there admitting that he was sunbathing.
I'm a bit pasty, so you know, you got to take advantage of the sun.
What else have we got to see this week before Varsity is over?
Yeah, we've got a few days left. Tomorrow we've got volleyball at 2 o'clock.
Where's that? Is that Kent?
I'm not sure what that is actually. I think it might be a mutual ground.
Okay.
We have men's football, which is up here on the Friday night.
Yes.
That's at 7:45. So that hopes you get a good turnout.
Yeah, that should be a good match. Yeah.
So yeah, hope you get another win as well.
Yeah,
where, if people want to find out more, where can they go for all the details?
We can go on if you just type in Varsity Kent Union and you just get all the fixture lists up on there. And
I believe there's also a pull-out in this copy of Inquire.
Yeah. The centrepiece.
And there's also the Team Kent Facebook group as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that updates of just general news and some fixture changes.
That's quite a good one.
So,
people, you have been getting in touch with your tweets in your droves. John Harris has tweeted in, just want some applause for this tweet. Can we give him some applause?
Well done, John!
Well done, John!
Well done on your
Thanks for getting in touch.
So what else have we got coming up?
I think
that's it.
I think that's about it.
Yeah, it's literally volleyball, football.
And hockey as well.
And hockey,
and I believe American football's been rescheduled for Sunday. So.
Yeah, because that was supposed to be last week, wasn't it?
And then we will be back
Oh yes, we'll be back
Sunday
on
night
Sunday.
at 8:30. I need to check with the boss over here before I can actually tell you. So that's Sunday night at 8:30, same place, same time. Hopefully, see you there.
See you there. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.